Hello again, my friends, and you are my friends, and welcome to your Talking Town final match day preview for tomorrow's Peterborough United versus Ipswich Town. Tough Test Part 1 is what I have titled tonight's show. Obviously, Barnsley will be Tough Test Part 2. And let's see how Ipswich Town does this weekend. Are we nervous? Are we excited? Are we excitably nervous? Are we taking it in our stride? How are we feeling this evening as we stand on this Friday night? Only a couple of weeks into the season, so business end really starting to hot up. I want to hear from you all tonight in the live chat. Please do get active. Let us know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what your thoughts are, your team is, your keys to victory, all of those different bits and pieces. Hit the like button while you're watching. It really does help the YouTube algorithm. Let's try and set a 100 likes target. So if you're watching, smash the like button. And of course, if you'd like to go one further and support the platform, you can do so by hitting the join button on YouTube. $4.99, as pay model subscription services go, it's a pretty good bargain. Or you head to Ko-Fi and you can sign yourself up for whatever amount you want, starting from $4.99, and you can obviously cancel on both at any point that you should so wish to. But why would you wish to? Because it is the fan platform for fans, by fans, right? Oh, and you can buy the merch as well. I know certain people on the internet love merch. So get your hands on all the Talking Town merch. Right, we've got Colin Plum. Obviously, he can't wait for Peterborough. He still wants it, and he wants it now. I imagine Colin Colin loved Christmas as a child growing up. I bet he was like, why isn't it Christmas? I want it now. Give me my presents now. We've got Sharon Guest, who's enjoying the Arsenal game. Yeah, Southampton, 2-1 up. With a bit of a turn up for the books, almost like Port Vale being a goal up at half time. Nobody quite saw that coming midweek. Let's see if Arsenal can turn it around. Phil's done the maths, but a win at Posh coupled with wins versus Exeter and Fleetwood would definitely see us over the line. Yeah, let's just get tomorrow out of the way first. Tom says, bring on tomorrow. We'll be at Charters Pub for food, then on to Charters Boat pre-game. Come on, you Blues. And he also says, Drapers and Charters Pub pre-game for me. See some of you there. Hopefully see me there. Gov's doing an away day. Things that must be good in the Rosie of the Ipswich Town Garden if Gov's doing an away day. If we lose, I am the jinx and I'll never do an away day except Wembley again. All right, there's my promise to you. Sean needs to get to, but he needs to get into Peterborough tomorrow. Sean, 10 p.m. Phil, the Posh game will be a dress rehearsal for the Barnsley game. I mean, don't look so far ahead, Mr. Blundell. Let's focus one thing at a time. Rob Holmes, tomorrow's massive 3 points. And I feel we'll have the autos lose and the pressure ramps up going to Oakwell. My ticker can't handle that strong team tomorrow, including Hurst. Certainly so. Right, let's get cracking for the show. Let's have a quick word from one of our new partners. I know Matty Phillips has signed himself up. He loves a bit of the old match bingo. If you want more information, in the description, there is all the information you need, including a link to Match Bingo for more information and to sign up. Click that link. Helps us to let them know where you came from. And of course, you want Talking Town to get the love. Match Bingo introduces Live Football Bingo, where events in every English Premier League game can win you prizes for a £1 card. And the fastest full house of the season is worth £20,000. Head to matchbingo.co.uk for more information. Over 18s only. Be gamble aware. Get yourself over to matchbingo.co.uk for more information. Now it's all the formalities over with. Let's get cracking with the preview. Somebody get the tables. Hard Truth are here, delivering the truth that nobody wants to hear. The Cruncher and the Media Mogul. Hard truth is that we're going to win tomorrow, right? That's the hard truth we're delivering
no
tonight.
Match Bingo for League One then? It's only Premier League.
Oh, of course. Football begins and ends in the Premier League, Richard Moss. You know that.
Well, around it.
And the English Football League, there are some fixtures. So for Tuesday night, for example, we were on there, I believe. So there are some EFL and EPL fixtures, but it's good fun. The free one's the one I play. I'm going to be honest. You won't see me part with fucking cash, regardless if they're part of me or not. But there we go. Anyway, Matt, you've signed yourself up.
How do you know?
You told me.
Oh, did I? I was delirious on Tuesday night.
You were.
Yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I have signed up. Looks quite good.
You told me. Is that to you? Jeez,
I can't remember now.
And
I was on
breaking
cloud nine.
news: he had a McDonald's last night. The man
This
that
is
doesn't like
unbelievable.
food.
This is incredible.
In theory, I had it this
A
morning.
man here who doesn't like food.
Yeah. Well, we had a night in the A&E, so we come out late. So I went down to the drive-through McDonald's. So you'd be quiet, full of bloody West Ham fans everywhere. 4-1. Yeah. McCrispy. You had the McCrispy?
It's quite spicy, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit. Yeah.
Kick.
Yeah.
It's like you just said there. We had a night down the A&E. Most people take their wives to the cinema or the bowling or for a nice meal. Can't love it. You go, oh, where are we going? Down the A&E.
You not done Match Bingo spin-off, Hospital Bingo. You go down there, old bloke with cutted head.
Arrow from his head. Although, yeah, brilliant.
Tea-towel on his eyebrow. Dab it on.
Yeah. Now, tomorrow, if I am at the football, which I hope to be, I'm still waiting on it. Matt will be doing your post-game show live from the studio. So he'll be doing what I do. So do get involved. Hopefully, I'll be with you, though, Mr. Moss, as we are celebrating walking out of London Road with a 3 points.
Let's hope so.
You confident? Are you nervous? How are you feeling?
I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous at all tomorrow. I've seen Posh. They are toilet. They were absolutely shit against Derby in the first half. Second half turned up. But this is the thing about Peterborough. We don't know about Peterborough what you're going to get, do you? They're a little bit inconsistent, but come on. We've won 10 games out of 11. Why are we not confident? Why are we shitting ourselves? Come on. It's our time. You've seen the little gif with Ashton. It's our time.
You saw the game against Derby, didn't you? So you said you phoned me at half time and said they were crap.
They were dreadful. They only got over the halfway line.
Yeah. But, what's his face? 25 goals. Johnson, Clark Harris.
Clark Harris, but Nathan Broadhead, George Hurst, Connor Chaplin, Wes Burns, Sam Morsey. Don't worry what they've got.
Yeah, true.
They should be worrying about us. They've got no fullbacks, no right backs. They're both injured. So
Ward,
half at right back. So
Joe Ward out injured, isn't he?
Joe Ward and Nathan Thompson are both out. So
is David right when he says this? Have never won a league game at London Road.
Right, David.
Well, not in my lifetime. We've got a bit of a poor record there, haven't we? Let's not talk about the 7-1.
The 7-1.
No,
we lost during COVID there, didn't we? I think when Norwood scored, that was a midweek game. Drew 2-2.
Yeah.
Chambo equalised in the last minute. So, we did win there in the Papa John's on penalties. Barry Cotter scored, Matt.
Yeah, do you remember that guy? Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Barry Cotter.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't know that. But Ashley says I'm confident. They've given us no reason not to be. I don't know. It's Ipswich. Nothing ever goes smooth for Ipswich, does it? Really?
You've got to be thinking like, if you want to finish top 2, you got to go to Peterborough and win in this It's a must-win game, isn't it? I'm probably more nervous about Tuesday. Under lights at Oakwell, they're up for it, etc. I'm a bit more nervous about that one. Plus, we're taking a shitload of fans. Was it 6,000, Rich, going? 5,000-6,000?
Yeah, we're taking it 4-1. The thing is tomorrow, though, Matt, if we can win this game tomorrow, pressure's off a little bit on Tuesday because whatever happens, we'll be going into the last 2 games and we'll still be second. So I think it's a real pivotal game tomorrow if we go there and get the 3 points.
Does anyone actually think, so Sheffield Wednesday won, didn't they, in the week, right? At Bristol Rovers. Does anyone actually think they're going to win the next 3 games? They've taken, 9 points from the last 10 games, roughly. Does that really sound like a team that's going to be 4 on the trot in must-win games? Derby being their last one? I can't see it. I think 93, I've said it all along, I still think 93 would be enough. Touch wood.
You might be right, but I sent you that message and that gif earlier. There are Wednesday fans who will be doing the Kevin Keegan. They've got to go to Peterborough. They've got to go to Barnsley. They've got to get something. I'd love it if we could beat.
They're desperate. They're desperate. All you had to do was listen. Last Monday, I listened to James and the Wednesday pod for 1 hour and 38 minutes, and it was great listening because they're tearing their hair out. So the wheels are off. The wheels are off for Wednesday. I see Windass might be back tomorrow. Look, they're the ones who've fallen, and you did predict it, Gov. I don't know if you predict it to be actually so spectacular as it's been. But listen, it's in our hands, and it has to stay in our hands. We don't want it to be relying on other teams, because I know we'll still be looking at the other results tomorrow, because that's just human nature. But as long as it's in our hands in all the games, we'll get the job done.
Sheffield Wednesday went there in August, lost 2-0. Red card. There was a red card in that game.
They're a funny team, Posh. It depends which one turns up. They always seem bang up for it, as does Cambridge when they play us. These teams that are a lot sort of closer in geographical nature, they always appear more up for it against Ipswich, their cup final, if you like. But football players are human beings as well, right? So if you're a Wednesday player, you are also looking at these two fixtures and you are telling yourselves they have to go to these tough places and get a result, and you've got to expect them to slip up. This is a real hammer blow opportunity, right? This is a chance to really smash the psyche of the dressing room by walking out tomorrow with 3, or 4 out of the next 6, because that's huge to an opposition's dressing room where you think, Christ, that was the chance we thought they would slip. They didn't. They walked out. We got next to no wriggle room. This is a real chance now, isn't it, for a big mentality blow?
Yeah, absolutely. But I think there's huge mentality, issues for Sheffield Wednesday, because you saw how chewy their fans were when we went there. They went 2 down, eventually got back to 2-2, didn't they? And they've got, was it Exeter tomorrow? Is it Exeter tomorrow?
Yeah, Exeter.
Yeah, I think that's that's equal. I think that's just equally as tough for them. The fact they've got a fan base that thinks they've blown it and want Darren Moore out and all that kind of stuff. And what's Phil Blundell? Crunchy Misfits, please ask me if I'll be going to the football tomorrow. Phil Blundell, are you going to the football tomorrow?
Kev says, why do people keep bringing up the 7-1-4? Crunch is right. This is our time. Even if Wednesday haven't slipped, we're still on a great run. It'd be a nightmare if we was in the playoffs.
That's
so
true.
Come on.
Yeah, we said that in the week, didn't we?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be if we was in the playoffs. You wouldn't want to come to Portman Road.
No, but we overcome Tuesday in the end.
Yeah, other than Tuesday.
I saw the old Ipswich for a little period of time there, Rich. And that's where I'm kind of.
You saw that at Cheltenham as well, right?
Yeah, it's still in there, right? There's a little bit of the old Ipswich still knocking around somewhere in there.
Is there? And I just think you have to give credit to the opposition sometimes, because we listen. It was a little bit after the Lord Med show, 6-0 against Charlton. Yeah. I think fans probably thought we'd turn up there. It's like Colin. You listened to Colin after the game on Saturday. He was saying 5-0. Football don't work like that. We know it doesn't work like that. You only have to look, Matt, when Sheffield Wednesday back a few games ago went to Forest Green Rovers, and what happened there?
Yeah,
this is where their run started. Everybody expected to go there on that Sunday and turn them over, and they didn't. So I think I talked to a couple of people. This is typical football, right? That Darryl Clark's got the sack. Now players get managers sacked. Obviously, they were on a stinking run, Val. Two wins in 16. Now we were all there the other night, and you only have to look, Matt, how well they played. I thought. Under a new manager, they're all putting in bodies on the line, getting the blocks, and look. And I know a lot of people are saying, "Oh, yeah, but look how they played." And listen, they played to their means, and this is what football's all about. If they come there and opened up, they probably would have got a slap, wouldn't they? They probably would have done. But they had that low block. They scored a great goal before just on half time, and you could feel, couldn't you, in the stadium when that goal went in, everyone took a massive deep breath. It's it was, wasn't it? You could feel it, and you thought, oh, here we go again. But we proved, didn't we, second half, that we dug in. Obviously got the early goal, which we probably needed, because the longer the game went on, it would have got more difficult. They'd have wasted more time, and then obviously we got the penalty, and it eventually, after 3 minutes of fucking shenanigans, mucking up the penalty spot, Chaplin pushed one of their players over. Look, Broadhead was cool as a cucumber when he goes. I think there might be a T-shirt coming.
Ooh.
Yes.
I should have copyrighted that name.
Yes.
I came up with it. I should have really copyrighted it. We have got, obviously, you have got a promotion running, which we'll plug towards the end. So do keep your eyes and ears peeled for that, as I'm sure. If you've not already following Crunch on social media, then everyone follows Crunch on social media. Let's be honest; he's probably got nearly 50,000 subscribing to him already. Yeah. Andy Barrell has just sent me the Peterborough versus Ipswich history dating back to 2015. It's not pretty reading.
History's actually broken, though, isn't it? And you think that. Look at this team. Look at the records they've set this season for clean sheets, consecutive wins. So I think that's just a myth.
I never really get that. Like they say, oh, you've got a bogey team. It's a completely different set of players.
It's mentality, though, isn't it? Probably more so from the terraces than it is on the pitch. You know, you go into the games feeling that, like Watford for so many years, even when we were unbeaten at home. Who was the team that come down to Portman Road? And some would say kicked us off the park, but I'll say beat us off the park. Oh, that's right, it was Watford. You know,
but don't forget Dean Bowditch, hat-trick in the wind.
There you go. There's always those little unicorn moments.
Pidgley, Matt. Do you remember that?
Pidgley,
fucking nightmare, that guy.
Can you tell me who was at centre half that day for Watford?
John Dyche.
John Dyche. Yes, he was.
I didn't know that.
Really? Look at that! Look at that game. I know everyone goes on about Bowditch. Look at the goal that Jermaine Wright scores in that game.
Did he score one?
He scores an absolute banger and then looks miserable as sin.
Yeah.
Celebrating to make it 4-1.
Poor jammer. €10 from David. Thank you very much.
David.
Appreciate that, my man.
Exited the game. He's over, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah.
He is. Going down to Isaacs, he tells me, for a cheeky point or two. So if you want to get in with David, that's where he'll be going. Rob says, broken the sky and post international. Well, we broke that hoodoo by forcibly inserting ourselves into an international break where we didn't really have any right to be to be in it, right? Like, we'll see how that pays off on Tuesday night, obviously, with it being. And he said the attitude of players has changed. The will and belief to win is amazing. Talking of which, Rich, talk to me about Harry Clark, because tickets for Barnsley and a new drum.
Oh, what a guy, isn't he? He's one of our own, Harry Clark, you know. Obviously, he was at the club as a youngster and he left. But, so Nathan's drum got broken in the carnage of the penalty on Tuesday night. So I see he tweeted out, didn't he? He was looking for a new drum. So not only the club have bought him a drum, but Harry Clark's dipped into his own pocket. So
love that.
He's bought Nathan a drum, which I think he's going to be at the game tomorrow with, and he's also I think that's on the Ipswich Town Foundation page. He's given away 3 tickets for the Barnsley game. So but he's good in it, and it's like. Yeah, like I touched on this before, what Mark Ashton said at the start of the season, with everyone pulling in the same direction, you know, fans, players, staff. It's amazing what you can do, Gov, isn't it, really? When everyone's pulling in that same direction, rowing the boat the same way. And we see it when McCarthy was here, how broken it was. You know, split with the fans, some liked him, some didn't. And that reflects across onto the pitch, doesn't it, really? If you've got that divide. And at the minute, everyone's positive. You're selling out home games, selling out away games, record shirt sales. It's all going in that direction. So look, we just pray that we go there tomorrow and we get the result, because if at 5-5 we've got 3 points, it's a massive, massive step. If we win tomorrow, I think it's not nailed on that we're going to go up, but I think we're getting very, very close.
It's in our hands, importantly, isn't it? We haven't got to rely on anybody else. It's all in the hands of our team. Yeah. Still
in our hands if we did lose tomorrow, though, Matt. Because we'd still have that chance of going to Barnsley, but we don't really want to do that, do we? Because that puts the pressure on even more.
It'll be more pressure then, isn't it? Yeah. That's going to be a hell of a night, I think.
If you are a Hollywood scriptwriter, then you are... The script surely is written, is it not? That you get the result that matches Wednesday tomorrow at the very least. You then go and get 3 points Tuesday, which then sets up a huge promotion staked home game, the last home game, promotion on the line against Exeter. That's a Hollywood script, is it not? If football was scripted, and sometimes it can feel like it is, it's written, isn't it? That's the stars aligning, those rare solar eclipse moments.
If you got 6 points from them 2 away games, I think you'd be up already. I hope it comes down to the goal difference.
Match Wednesday tomorrow. Just match them, whatever they do. And then you get the result at Barnsley. That gives you 4 points ahead of Wednesday minimum.
You're not looking at Plymouth no more, then?
Oh, I'm not. I ain't bothered if I'm first or second, Matt. Just get me over that squiggly little line.
Don't want to see that. Don't want to see the trophy lifted. They've got Cambridge, haven't they? They're 7th in the form table, Cambridge, apparently. It's not bad, is it?
Give me a participation trophy. I can send it up the road, the A140, and say, here you go, have another one for you. Your scrappy challenge.
Yeah.
Like, just get me. I don't care how, but that would be a huge home game, Rich. You'll be inundated with ticket requests.
Yeah, but we were there. Listen, we were there in '92, weren't we? When we lifted the trophy, and we were already promoted, Matt, going into that game. They'd obviously done it at Oxford, but it would be nice for everybody because obviously we've only got small allocations at Fleetwood. They'll probably do a bean back if we still need points to get up, but it would be. Look, it would be nice. Maybe we're getting a little bit carried away that it's all going to be wrapped up next Saturday. But look, we're hoping that we get the results in these 2 away games, and then it is. And if it'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Next Saturday, you got your presentation. I think after the game they're doing a Player of the Year on the pitch. I think that might be scrapped if we're going up because I think everyone will be on the pitch.
Oh, we don't condone such action here.
But come on, I think everyone. If we got promoted at Portman Road next Saturday, look. It was in '92. Everyone was on there. Do you remember that the pitch invasion? I remember the referee's like he's got the ball and he's like legging it off.
You'll need more than 20 stewards. Put it that way.
All the players appeared in the director's box that day, didn't they?
Yeah.
Great times.
Good times. Great times.
Don't
get me wrong, Rich. You know, the fan in me wants the Hollywood script, but the content creator in me is thinking, yeah, but take it down to the last game of the season. That last week building up will be huge. The amount of interest in the football club will be absolutely off the charts. But as a fan,
if we've got the results in these 3 games, we'll probably be going to Fleetwood with a chance of winning the league. So there'll still be something on the line. Then. I know it'll probably be on the piss because I'm going to the dinner on the Tuesday. They've put the prices up for that. Blimey, Jesus Christ!
Lumps.
Have you had any ticket requests for that one yet?
Lumpy.
Well,
it's
Rich.
Surprisingly not. Sold out. Sold out, by the way. Why do I get on my table this year? I had Christian Walton last year. He was great.
What's typical of the menu? What would you have?
I've got the menu here. Do you want me to read it out for you?
Oh, go on then.
I bet it's chicken breast.
Yeah, standard.
Right, so it's $6.45. Drinks reception.
Nice.
Courtesy of Fisher's Gin.
Oh, lovely.
Right.
Very good.
Hang on. Before we go any further, how much were these tickets?
190.
Right. So I want £190 worth of alcohol and food. Here we go. The gin's a good start.
Right, yeah. So then you got your dinner, interview with the managers, and then you got your auction. You've got an auction as well.
More cash.
What's the dinner?
Right. Menu. Starter, we have coronation chicken and apricot pressing. Peshwari arakanchi, curry mayo, pickled sultana puree, poppadom, and coriander oil.
So they've nipped down Tesco's $1.99 sandwich.
Right.
That's already ruled out. That's already ruled out the main course as being chicken then.
Right, we're coming to the main. We're coming to the main. Roast thick cut sirloin of beef.
Oh, nice.
Dauphinoise potatoes. Roast. Hang on. Dauphinoise potato. Is that one?
That'll be singular. Yeah.
Roasted leek. Roasted celiac and peppercorn sauce. So yeah, that's decent.
You'll be moaning that you're still hungry and you'll go to McDonald's. Probably get a McCrispy.
What is it about posh lot that have dauphinoise potatoes, not chips with beef?
Dauphinoise.
Come on.
Mascarpone,
chips.
Orange and honey mousse, blood orange jelly, streusel crumb, honeycomb, and caramelized orange. There you go. That's the menu.
The stressed crumb, are they bringing it to Posh and Barnsley away? Is that how it's being stressed?
It might be more stressed by then if we're still bloody hanging on for Fleetwood. But it'd be lovely going to that on that Tuesday night if we're up, because then everyone can just have a good party.
And where's that hosted in the stadium?
It's at Milsom's.
Oh,
the hangar at Milsom's.
Very good.
Guess who's working the next day?
You.
Yeah, can't get a day off, so no drinking for me. So I'm taxing.
You're getting dropped off at Newmarket and a kip on the sofa.
No. I'll play taxi that night
with a sore head. Fair. That sounds great. To be fair,
good. You have a good night. I think
it does. Yeah, you have a great night. Matt, Christian Burgess, Cameron Burgess, Mr. C Burgess.
Burgess.
Thank you very much. Yes, Christian Burgess.
You should never play for his club again, I said.
You did. This is why I'm bringing you the question, because he said in the press this week that he's playing. He's playing some of his best stuff. He says, not only am I playing in a good team, I'm playing in a team that suits my playing style better than any other and brings out the best in me, both on and off the ball. The near £1 million defender Matthew Phillips bringing out the best in him. And is it his best? And is everything we wanted, right? Have £1 million?
Yeah, it's League One best, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Would he be playing if Edmondson was fit? Maybe. I don't know. There's not much daylight between the two of them, I don't think, really. Is he someone that's going on the journey with us when we go up? I don't know. He seems League One level to me. But look, listen, I don't think he's brilliant, but I will support him because he puts on the blue shirt and he does give everything. Look, this is a guy who's like had his face smashed in, had an operation, got all metal into his face, put the mask on. I can't fault the attitude. Absolutely fantastic. I'd be in bits if that happened to me. Then I want to continue playing football. So his attitude, 100 out of 100, brilliant, 100%.
Back in the day when you're on social media, probably a lot of people would hope that happened to you.
Yeah, do you remember that people were going, "Oh, yeah, he's gonna get ironed out." Good old Twitter.
Ironed out. What a great saying that is.
Yeah. I've lost my blue tick now, haven't I?
You have, yeah. Ripped it off you.
Ripped it off me. I've not tweeted for 6 months, so I'm bothered. But yeah, I think it's a toss of a coin between Cameron and Edmondson. I think you'll be looking once let's be confident here. Once we're in the Championship, I think you'll be looking at another left-sided defender like your man at Derby.
But I told you on the statue, didn't I? I said, look, I think what we're seeing in the summer is a bit of money, but Edmondson going to Derby, cashing in the other direction.
Yeah.
And
could happen.
Rich just turned his nose up.
I weren't impressed with him at Peterborough, and I weren't impressed with Cashin when Town played. I thought he's average.
Well, Burns rinsed him.
We'll be getting better players than him if we go up.
There you go. You've heard it
Cashin?
Yeah.
All right.
Martin discovered Cashin.
I'm not saying he's not a good player, but I think there's better players out there. I think there'll be someone a little bit more experienced. If I was signing a centre half, I'd sign someone who's got a little bit of Championship know-how. Not like Richard Keogh, that sort of age.
Remember Sonny Bradley? He was supposed to join.
Yeah, someone like that, Matt, who's in that sort of ilk.
I don't disagree.
But then doesn't that come away from the player trading model that Ashton was sort of, really bigging himself up for doing at the Fan Forum, where it's all about you take a player, you develop a player, you sell him on for like Aaron Cashin or someone like him. You buy him today for 5 million. You develop him, he'll be worth 15. Someone who's on the back end of his career is only ever going to be depreciated like a car.
Maybe.
It's like McSauceman said there. Skin for place by Burns. He's still fucking chasing. Where's Burns? He's still got the handbrake on.
He reads him. I think the best model of that is Adam Webster, isn't it?
Yeah.
Obviously, went from Town to Bristol, Portsmouth to Town to Bristol City to Brighton.
We sold him too quick though, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did he go for 3 million? 3 million, and then he went for 25.
Yeah, I mean that's the if you're going to put player trading in the dictionary, you've got that transfer bit of business there, haven't you?
Now you've seen him firsthand. Marcus Evans, Mark Ashton. That must have been the easiest piece of transfer business Ashton's ever done. Literally the easiest he's ever fucking done it.
Yeah. And again, you can say for Evans, we picked up Tyrone Mings for what?
Mingsy, 10 grand.
Mingsy,
yeah.
Some tracksuits.
He also turned down 6 million for David McGoldrick. That also looked like a shrewd bit. 7. 8. Either way, it was a great moment.
This was obviously pre-Talking Town. When you saw that in the news and that, did you go sell him?
I was at Derby that day. I was fuming. I was fuming with even. No, I wasn't.
I was saying take the cash.
And I was at Derby that day. Well, you must have been there as well, Rich. Derby.
I didn't want him to go. I thought, no, keep hold of him.
Yeah, I did.
He was crap after that, though, wasn't he?
He was probably injured quite a lot after.
Yeah.
That's why fans don't.
Was that the season that Leicester won the league or the season before?
No.
Before.
Maybe 2 seasons before.
Pearson was manager then, wasn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah.
It was very close to it. I remember thinking he would still be there and, be a part of a.
Nigel Pearson, what a great interview that was when the ostrich. Oh, that's brilliant.
With Pat Murphy. Yeah.
This is why fans don't run football clubs. Because when Nigel Adkins was sacked at Southampton, there was uproar. They brought in an unknown manager in Pochettino, and the rest is history. This is why sometimes fans do not run football clubs.
Walking still great, Matt. Is walking still great? Nigel Adkins used to say that, didn't he, every morning on Twitter?
Walking is great.
Walking is great.
Nigel. He sort of become a parody of himself, didn't he?
Yeah.
I've not seen him tweet in a while.
Nice guy.
Actually.
Good guy.
Matt won't see him tweet at all because he's off social media, but I've not seen him tweet in a while.
I agree with you. He's not been on there.
No.
It was all right. Big up, Nige. Love a bit of Nige.
Legends. Done well at Hull. done well that season. But since we went down, he did well at Hull, I thought.
I liked him so much. I tipped them to win the league in our preview with last year with Barry from Wigan, and that worked out really well. Because I think, what, 8 weeks later, he was sacked.
You look good on the predictions.
No. Mid-season, when I got the flow of the universe flowing through me, like the Harry Kane penalties.
Yeah.
Score.
That's one of your great moments when you said he's going to score at the World Cup, and then the next one you went, he's going to miss it.
He did. He did. Actually, talking about missing it, social media shout we all saw today. Guion Edwards.
I think it was a wind-up.
I think it was as well.
Tell me.
I think it was as well. But for Matt and for those not on social media, somebody tweeted out, would you take Guion Edwards as a backup to Wes Burns? As a joke.
I pulled out the Gordon Ramsay gif. Oh, fuck off.
Terrible. I mean, that free kick in lockdown. It's Albertine Chris Waddle's penalty from Italian.
Is he in Scotland now? He went on loan to. Did he go somewhere like Hamilton or somewhere?
Yeah, he went somewhere shit. Yeah.
He's gone trekking after that ball. That's what he's done. He's gone for a good trek.
A hot period. Do you remember when we beat Blackpool 4-1 away? He went for a really good.
Fire. Yeah.
But yeah.
His best moment came in his debut, and then after
the turn. Little flick against Blackburn.
Blackburn he scored a header. Blackburn header.
Didn't he create the first as well?
I think so. He come from. No, he scored the first.
He scored the first.
He scored.
The header was the first. Yeah.
Who crossed the ball for it? Was it Sears?
Yeah, for the far post. Yeah, I think it's Freddie Sears.
And then we went 2-1 down, and we had some relying on what's his name, Taiwo Eden.
Eden scored with a cross.
Yeah.
Who every time I see him play, he's playing a different position to the one I thought he was signed here to play. So I'm very confused when I see him play. I'm like, is he a midfielder? Is he a left back?
Paul Hurst has been linked with a couple of jobs, hasn't he? In the
Blackpool
in Port Vale.
Fair play to him. Do you know what I mean? He's like his career was on the up, and then it was in absolute tatters. And he's done all right at Grimsby. But maybe he's just good at Grimsby. Do you know what I mean?
Well, until recently, managing Ipswich Town would see your career in tatters. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
we had that effect.
Paul Hurst was a good guy. Like Rich always said, would we have been better off having Hurst because he knew League One when we went down? But
he lacked backing, didn't he? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
He lacked backing.
The side McCarthy had just went from under his feet, didn't it? Waghorn, Garner, various other McGoldrick, various other. You lost like 30 goals right there.
Waghorn was the one for me. Losing that one, that was huge. But then the replacements, let's be honest, they weren't good enough either. So it wasn't like he was replacing with players that have gone to play in the Championship.
Let's never forgive him for bringing Toto Enciala to Ipswich Town. What was he thinking, man?
I was more thinking John Nolan, but I mean we can talk about that off air later on if you like.
Our favourites,
or lack of. There was obviously it's not the season isn't over. So McKenna said this. Yesterday, I believe it was, Rich. It's so obvious that it hardly needs to be said. We're on an incredible run. We've got 88 points. Somebody said to me that 90 points has never not got promoted. Well, that's going to happen this year. I'm pretty certain. It's not like we're sitting 7 points clear. Nothing's won yet. We have no margin. We've had no margin for the last few months, and neither do the other teams. This season isn't over on these two fixtures, is it? Or is this the season really in a nutshell, these two?
Yeah, look, they're massive. Look, we all know if we lose tomorrow, we have another go at it at Barnsley, but the pressure is ramped up. Is it? Look, it's not over. Season's over 46 games, but I know what you're saying there. This is probably, I spoke to Colin. I think, Matt, these are the biggest two games that Town have had since we played Bolton in the playoffs in 2000.
I'd agree with you, yeah.
As a football club.
Yeah.
It's absolutely massive because we all hate League One and we all want to get out of it. Right. Mm-hmm. And if we blow it and we have to go into the playoffs, I know we've said, look, we're on form. You never know then because one of these teams is going to be probably us or Wednesday. And we probably hope it's Sheffield Wednesday that you're going to be on a massive downer, man. Because you're going to end on what? 90, 93, 94 points. Like Kieran says there, that's never not got you in the top two. Yeah. So that's gone. Your season's gone. And now you're playing cup football. And we all know what happens in cup football. There's shocks. And you look at last season when Wickham turned over MK. MK were probably the best football team in the league last season.
89 points.
We've done a number on them. Now, I wouldn't be worried about playing a Bolton or a Derby or anyone in the playoffs because I think we're better than everybody. But you just never know. You just never know. So, like I said earlier, when it's in our hands now, just get the job done. Finish the job. Finish the job. That's what we've got to do.
The Sheffield Wednesday fans have already written their chances off in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They said they'd be out by the first leg. I don't know. I mean, look, you look at various other seasons. Let's have a look here. What we're in at the moment. So I'm just trying to see if I can get the other league table. So the season whole went up. They went up with 89 points. What did Wigan go up with last year? 92, maybe?
Yeah, if it's 92, then Rotherham.
You needed 83 points just to get into the bleeding playoffs last season, I seem to recall. Mad, isn't it? And then you got Portsmouth, I think, finished 10th, just ahead of us, with 73. That's, I mean, that was a mental league last season. So
it's a tough league this year.
They're all mental. If you look at the championship, there. You look at Millwall, Matt, I think in 5th place on, 65 points.
Mm-hmm.
There's about 7 teams there on
all
63 and 62.
Yeah.
And it's
Great,
all leagues this stage of the season. It's nip and tuck. But this is what being a football fan, Gov's, all about. And I know we're in League One and we don't want to be here. And it's all relative to, like, there's people out there never seen Town win anything. Never seen Town get promoted. So
we've only seen them win one time.
You have to enjoy it. This is what football like tomorrow. You go in there. There's nearly 4,000 Town fans coming. It's going to be absolutely off the scale. You went to Derby the other week. That was good. If we win tomorrow, it's times 10. Then if you go to Barnsley on Tuesday and you get a result there with over 5,000, these are memories that you make. You remember back because as a football fan, supporting. Look, if you support a Man City or a team like that, you're used to winning trophies, right?
Yeah.
When you're supporting a team like Town, and like you said, Matt, I've only seen us get promoted twice in my lifetime.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen every day of the week. And people could say, yeah, but it's only League One. But but it's still a promotion. And managers out there. How many managers have got promotions on their CV? Not that many.
You have to, that is the status level we're at. So you have to enjoy it. There's nothing we can do about it. We are third tier. So Wigan went up with, as champions, 92 points. And Rotherham got 90 points. I think we're going to surpass both of those. We're going to get relegated and Rotherham are going to stay up.
Just to add on to the back of what you're saying there, Matt, Promotion Given's got a comment that says, I looked into this recently. Since 2005, when the championship was created, only one time across the whole EFL has a team hit 90 and not gone up. And the 1 year at bloody Athens, that's old Ipswich. That's old Ipswich. That's not us this year, right, boys?
Us, is it? Look at the Premier League. What was that year Liverpool came second to Man City? They was on like 98 points, weren't they?
Last season.
Mental, wasn't it?
Yeah,
mental.
Yeah, it does happen.
It's all in our hands. If we don't do it now, because as I've said before, Sheffield Wednesday have opened the back door to the top 2 to us and said, walk right through. If we can't take it, then it's on us, isn't it?
It is. So how many promotions has Colin seen in his lifetime?
Because a couple more than us.
Well, no, more than us, of course, because he's he's older than us. But that would probably give you a more starker realization of just how few times it actually happens. Because he's seen great times at Town as well.
We would have gone down. Then we would have gone down after with Ferguson, wouldn't we, Rich? In what, 86? Am I right in thinking that? 85, 86?
Yeah, 85, 86.
Yeah.
He'll tell us in a moment of chat, but that's.
And then promoted under Lyle, back down again, up after Burley. Then you're in the coach.
There's probably a lot of us on here probably never thought they'd see Town in the 3rd tier.
Yeah, me included. By the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down amongst the dead men, my dad used to call it. Don't want to be going down now. And here we are. I was saying to someone earlier, I've called it a sewer all season, haven't I? I feel like I'm under the manhole cover at the moment. There's this little glimmer of light coming through. Little glimmer. You can see a bit of blue sky.
Push it out.
Yeah.
Right. Last sort of real question was that Posh, dangerous opponents. McKenna said after that, it's about us going to try and deliver a performance again, focusing on our strengths, trying to impose ourselves on the game, and making a performance that gives us a good chance to go and beat another difficult team. You can't ever tell what type of game it's going to be. We can't be sure how the game will pan out, but it's generally two teams who are aggressive and positive and want to take the initiative in the game. So hopefully it should make for a good game, and we'll do everything we can to come out on top. They're a Jekyll and Hyde side, Posh, but they've got to get a result themselves to keep themselves inside the top 6. Slip up this weekend, they're in a very similar situation to we are with Wednesday. They slip up, then 7th comes in, or 8th closes the gap, blah, blah, blah. Is that more our hands? Is that more of a fixture we're going to relish than Tuesday? Because they're going to come on the home turf and try and give it their all? Or how do you see it going, Rich? Because obviously you've seen them play. The Jekyll and Hyde side, it's a tough one.
Look, they could score goals, but you've only got to look at, they lost 3-0 at home to Cheltenham not that long back. They drew 0-0 home to was it Oxford? I think went there and someone went and got a 0-0 draw. So look, they're not unbeatable, and I agree with that. They're probably going to have to. They're going to have to attack, aren't they? They only know one way to play anyway. Posh. They always concede a few goals, and I think that probably plays into our hands, Gov. If I'm being honest, when these teams sit deep like Port Vale did, and Cheltenham, they make it hard. If it's more of a football game, I've said before, we will beat the majority of the teams. I'm just hoping tomorrow. Can Will Norris try and do one of them Cruyff turns on the 6-yard box like he did at North Stand?
Yeah.
Is he their goalkeeper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's on loan.
Yeah. Who was that? Was that Sammy Smodic?
Yeah, Smodics. Thank you very much.
Was that 4-1? Was that
4-1? They rolled us over that day, didn't they?
Remember that?
They did. They really did. But I didn't know he was their goalkeeper. Oh,
yeah, he's on loan. He's been playing quite well. Interesting, though. Obviously, he was at Cambridge, wasn't he? And he played last week in the derby against them because he obviously come from there. But
Johnson Clark Harris's goals, those 25. How many have they been in open play, or is it because he takes their pens, doesn't he? I wonder how many have been actual pens. Do you know what I mean? I just wonder how on par he is with Chaplin. Maybe someone could tell us in the comments or whatever.
Chaplin's actually not scored any penalties, has he? So
yeah. Would you have been confident in taking it on Tuesday?
Chaplin?
Yeah.
No. He got the ball, didn't he?
I was so delirious. I was going, give it to Chaplin. Well, he's on such a crest of a wave right now, isn't he?
No, I didn't. No, I really had it.
I don't think he's a good penalty taker.
No, I agree. I agree
with you. What you think, Mike? Me and Rich discussed this on the phone the day after. Like Broadhead, like this huge character on the pitch. He's got flair. He's got skill. Best player in League One. They put a microphone in front of him. It's like a little choir boy. Oh, yeah, he's really good.
I like him because he shows a little bit of vulnerability there, man.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
down to earth is what I'd say.
But I had no doubt he was scoring that penalty. I know I was watching through my fingers, but if you watch it back, it's a great penalty. It's right in the side netting.
Did you contemplate not watching it, Rich?
No, you got to watch it, and you have to watch it.
I did put the hood of my jacket over my face, and I thought, no.
You are thinking this is huge because we're nervous, aren't we? Watching, thinking this is a massive moment in our season.
It felt like one kick for the season, didn't it?
Like I said to you, it gave me the vibes of '92 when we played Wolves at home and Steve Whitten scored a last-minute penalty and we won 2-1. It was just little things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's ice cool, isn't he? He's ice cool, isn't he, Broad?
It was a great pen as well. We sent the keeper the wrong way, didn't we? It was a great penalty. Brilliant. What a night that was. Could you sleep after that? I was awake till about 3 o'clock in the morning.
I was awake for about half an hour and then that was it. That was it. I was going out for the count.
Why?
Me and Mike Woods got the train back. It was like stacked. One sole Port Vale fan pissed up, gets on with a can. Port Vale, we ain't stuck. I was like, oh, fucking hell. And then he starts like chatting to everyone. He starts round with people and then they all end up being friends. You know what it's like. I thought, God. I mean, where the hell was he? Where was he even going? Do you know what I mean? Do you go Port Vale to London and Ipswich to London, back to Port Vale? I don't know.
I got no idea.
I didn't fancy his chances.
No, me and Geography are not the best of friends. But I always find the post-game show helps with that. Either when we've won or we've lost. If we've won and you're wired, you talk it out. If you've lost and you're really miserable, you talk it out. By the time I get home, I'm absolutely zonked. But the referee tomorrow, Gavin Ward, predominantly a championship referee, has given double the number of penalties than the referee from Tuesday night. He's given 8 to his 4. So Robert
Joe
Lewis on
Ball's dad.
Tuesday. Yeah. So
It's great that penalty. It was like 3 handballs. Handball.
I would say all of them were pens, weren't they?
They were.
I don't know if the first one. I'm not sure about the first one. The second one, he's laying on the floor and it hits him on the end.
Yeah.
The third one, I mean, he's just punched it away. And was the ref going to give it?
The second one was exactly the same as Napoli and AC Milan in the Champions League in the week. He literally slides to the floor and touches it with his arm. Yeah, it's crazy. Even you were up, weren't you, Martin?
By the second one, I was up. Yeah, giving him all see you next Tuesdays, walk away and short, sharp movements, all that jazz. My ticket is here. I shall return in 5 little minutes.
Ali.
Walk amongst yourselves, my friends. Come to some score predictions. Some keys to victory.
I told you he was a good lad. I told you I knew who he was.
We told you he was a good lad.
Do the keys to victory. I'll be back in a...
Oh, keys to victory. He's going to be sweating now because he's got part of 20 quid. Shame we didn't capture that on the camera.
He was just down the back of the sofa, I think, having a look. See what he can find. We've got 5 there.
Keys to victory, Rich.
He was telling me, he Googled how much it costs for petrol. He said it was 64 quid. I said, where are you going? You're only going to Peterborough from Stonemark. He got it wrong, hasn't he?
Oh, right. How far is Peterborough from you?
Literally, about 15 miles.
Nice. It's like Colchester for me, then.
This is a home game tomorrow, and Archie's playing at Swavesey, which is just down the A14, near Bar Hill, out that way. So 9:30 kickoff, Matt. Perfect.
They have lots of
for 11:30
times, don't they, in kids' football? Sometimes you're 12 o'clock.
I do not like the 12 o'clock games.
Yeah, they're racking for the parking.
Not a friend of them. Not happy with them.
What are you thinking for keys of victory tomorrow, then? I mean, look, the obvious one is, how do you keep Johnson Clark-Harris quiet, right? But we didn't in the game of Palmer Road.
He didn't really get in the game, did he? We give a poor goal away that day from a set piece, didn't we? Went 1-0 up, and then that was when
Frankie Kent. Did Frankie Kent score that goal?
Yeah, he scored a header, I think, didn't he? Keys to victory tomorrow. Listen, I think it's going to be a big occasion, isn't it? Tomorrow, you got nearly 4,000. I think you just got to handle that emotion. I think because it's going to be lively. I think tomorrow, obviously, it's a local game for a lot of people. I know quite a lot of people who are getting like the Colin. I think tomorrow morning he's getting like the 8:30 train. So there's going to be quite a few beers drunk. So it's going to be lively.
Budweiser, judging by that picture you sent me. Hey.
But I think, I agree with Carl there. The first goal, I think in all these games now, we did show on Tuesday, obviously we went 1 down and then we come back. But I think if we can get in front tomorrow, it's going to be huge.
I think the 2 pivotal away games that we've had this season is when we've taken the lead at Derby and Bolton. And we've looked a level above, haven't we? Because we've scored first. I mean, look, we showed a good mindset, I think, coming back to win 2-1 on Tuesday. But away from home, look, even if we go 1 down, you're probably thinking worst case scenario is hopefully, well, you lose, but you're then probably thinking, well, we'll take a point here, aren't you? If you go a goal down or whatever. But I think a really good away from was the MK Dons one, because that kind of broke that run where we hadn't won away from home since October, November, and Morsey had shot from distance like Paul Val did on Tuesday. I still don't think we do that enough for me. I think
tomorrow it's obviously Jack Taylor obviously playing for Peterborough Town. We're interested. I think that centre of the pitch, Luongo and Morsey, Matt, can get hold of that midfield.
Agreed.
Best 2 midfielders in the league, I think personally. Yeah. Control the game. I think we'll probably have a lot of the ball. I see in the chat there attack their fullbacks because look, they've got standing fullback. They've got centre half playing left right back tomorrow because they've got no right back. So
Broadhead should like that.
Broadhead not scored on the road so far.
Yeah. Hey, here he is.
What stand are you in?
East stand.
Is that the home stand?
Jessica, you're on the side.
I really should have done some sort of joke there, shouldn't I? Like the old the Mike Bassett Pirelli stand and you're going to go, there's no Mike Bassett stand.
This is unbelievable. When are you leaving then? What time are you leaving tomorrow?
Yeah, what time are you going?
No idea.
I'm surprised you're not like
Get yourself in charge. Get yourself in charge. It's only literally 5 minutes from the ground.
I think I was there last year. Or the year we drew. Did we draw 2-2?
It's a boat on the River Nene. Get on there.
Did we draw 2-2 there with Thomas Holy saving a last minute?
Was it a pen?
No, it came across the box.
Chambers header, last minute. Chambers header.
That was 2-2. That was the first season in the.
I think I went that year. Yeah, I went.
I'm surprised, Rich. I'm surprised that Mike's not in the corner like Rocky Balboa and he's got a towel being waved over because he's just parted with 20 quid. Are you okay, Gov?
25 quid. 25 quid.
Oh, 25's gone up. You've had to pay 25. Petrol.
No, adult. It's ticked here. Adult 25. To be fair.
Oh,
he remembered to stop this time, didn't you?
Sorry, I didn't catch that joke. I was too busy seeing.
He's also Matt has got a couple of tickets for sale for Barnsley. So if anyone wants a ticket for Barnsley, he's got a couple to shift.
You out?
Have you?
We were just discussing.
You can't go. You're not allowed to go to Barnsley. We've had this discussion already.
Oh, yeah.
We win. Try and stop me.
Much wear and tear.
If we win, try and fucking
Picking up some budgies in Yorkshire.
I'm going to get you a bunch of flowers. I'll be out sometime. I'm living across to Holland to pick them myself. Right. Beautiful.
Martin, we were just saying, so Peterborough have got a centre-half playing right back tomorrow. Is this the day that Broadheads scores an away goal? Is what we were just debating.
£4 to a chat from Graham that goes along with his £5 super sticker from earlier. So thank you very much. There you go.
I've covered the cost already. You play for Tottenham and Chelsea.
I don't think it's the Graham Roberts, Spurs and Rangers, Matt.
Is Lee Brown going tomorrow? Because he keeps saying he wants to see me, and then every time I talk about a statue, he's never there.
Where was Lee Brown? We were there waiting to meet Lee Brown. Didn't rock up. Don't know what's going down. Martin, that ticket.
Look at this. He's jumped on the gravy train, hasn't he? Not been to an away game all season. There he is at Posh.
There I am. Hey, do you know who else is going to be there tomorrow?
Who?
Neil Moles. He barely goes to fucking home games.
What? Together?
No, they're getting the train from Bury. I don't know, some ridiculous time. I'm driving. I'm not getting the train. My days of training are over. Or the Rattler, as Colin calls it.
Yeah, Colin's on the Rattler. He's got free rolls for the journey tomorrow.
Can you go straight from Bury St Edmunds to Peterborough then? Is that
yeah. I mean, train will probably be quicker, but it's the fact that then got to get from the station to the ground, and that's.
You can have some of Richie's Budweisers, couldn't you? The cans. Crack open a few cans.
I wasn't going to go this morning because I had some issue with the car park, and then subsequent where I was going to park, how I was going to get. But George Nunn has come to the rescue. I won't say what he's done, but Nunny says, Cinderella, you will go to the ball. So thank you very much, Mr. George Nunn.
Is he going tomorrow?
He's not even going himself. No, he's hopefully on the post-game show with you in the evening. But
right, lovely.
He said, Cinderella, you will go to the ball. So
have you ever been described as Cinderella before? Cinderella with a beard?
No. I do fancy Panto, you know. I'd have made a good actor in Panto.
It's behind you.
Panto's down.
No, it isn't. Oh, yes, it is.
That's Will Norris's favourite line. It's behind you. Oh, no, he isn't. David, €10. Thank you very much. This is for your ticket, girls.
Such a legend, David. Love it.
I'm so excited. Right, score predictions then, boys. Come on, I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm gonna get up early in the morning.
It's like Christmas Eve, isn't it? My score prediction tomorrow, I think Town will win tomorrow. I think we'll win 2-0. With Otwanky, says Steve Farring.
Yeah.
2-0. 2-0 for us.
Okay.
There's got to be a goal between Town pushing for automatic promotion and Peterborough. Even though they've got Johnson Clark Harris, he's the one that could agree up for us. But the rest of their 11 wouldn't. Rest of their 11 wouldn't get into our team. I don't think, other than maybe Jack Taylor, over Massimo. Don't know.
Hopefully, that's the only hiccup we have this weekend there, Richard Moss. That you just delivered live across the internet. Hopefully, let me know where you are tomorrow. I'll be in the East Stand, Lee. I'll be in the East Stand. Row F, seat 14.
Oh, give us a wave.
I will.
Governor, give us a wave.
I promise you, Graham. If we lose tomorrow, you won't see me except at Wembley. There you go. I promise you that. Promise you. Rich, Matt's confident.
2-0 for me, Rich. What are you going for?
I'm going Peterborough 1, Town 3.
I like that. Convincing win. Away from home.
I think this is the stage of the season to show how good we are.
George Hurst to start.
Let's talk about the other night. Ladapo was so far off it, wasn't he?
I feel like people were blaming him for the first half.
It wasn't his fault, but I just think He's so static. He's always on his heels. He's obviously had a good season. He's scored quite a few goals.
15 goals he's got.
He's another one. Is he on the journey if we go up?
Does Johnson Clark-House join the journey?
Too old. Too old.
I said on Wednesday, I feel with Freddie, he's a striker playing a lone role when he's a striker that should be playing a two-man.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
And you really notice it whenever you see Freddie first, then Hurst second, or Hurst first, then Freddie second, because you really see what George Hurst is, a system player. He fits this system to a T. All his strengths play to what you want it to be. All his weaknesses are hidden by the strengths of those around him, the supporting cast. Freddie, on the other hand, it isn't as straightforward as that, and you really see the drop off between system striker that fits a system and striker that can perform it but just doesn't perform it as well.
Freddie's a better finisher, right? I mean, he's finishes for his 15 goals this season. They're all effortless finishes, aren't they? Just look at the ones against Charlton, Rich. Effortless.
Yeah, but I think Hurst brings Broadhead and Chaplin in as well, Gov. I think he makes them better players.
Yeah, you're probably right.
They all fit together. I'm not saying Ladapo's poor in any shape or form, because I think he's done really well. And if we said at the start of the season he'll get 15, 15 in the league, 19 all competition, we'd be happy with that. We really would.
Yeah.
So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
But I think it's Hurst he showed, didn't he, that he's played obviously higher level football. It didn't work for him at Blackburn, but he's come in and he's got actually fit. What I want to know is, Matt, why do these players now? It's the in fashion. Cut them fucking massive holes in the backs of their socks.
Yeah, what's that about? I don't get that.
It releases
that. Yeah, I've seen Donatien doing that.
And annoyingly, that seeps down into non-league football.
They all do it now.
Yeah, so you've got non-league players. I'm talking right down the pyramid, saying to the kit man, "Can I cut holes in my socks?" And I've seen non-league managers sort of putting their hair out, saying, "I've just been asked if you can cut holes in these socks." No, of course you can't.
He's got fucking size 15 feet. Imagine trying to find that many pairs of socks in the season.
So what are they doing it for? What are they doing it for?
It's because their calf muscles. It releases the pressure.
Oh, right, okay.
But it's the latest. It's another of the latest fashion, Gov. It is.
A bit like when cricketers used to cut a hole in their shoes, which so their big toe poked out.
Well, I used to bowl and never used to cut a hole in my toe.
No.
But probably not at the level that the county cricketers play.
So
I'm always cutting a hole in my toe.
Can I give a shout out to my competition?
Yeah, go for it.
Right. If you're on Twitter, we've got a competition running. Footy Freds. I've got the T-shirt, Matt. It's come. I've bought one.
Nice. Looks good.
So
it's very good.
It's a Kieran McKenna T-shirt with his face. It says, "We've got Super Kieran McKenna." And I'm going to get Matt one when we win promotion and make you wear it after what you said.
Please do.
So if you're on Twitter, I've tweeted 3 things to do. Follow me, follow Footy Freds, and then you have to retweet the tweet. And then there's a T-shirt they're giving away. It's with James from the Wednesday pod. It was his idea. And the winner will be chosen on Monday, the 24th of April. So far, we've got 96 people in the draw. You can buy these T-shirts. Go to Footy Freds. I think they're 20 quid.
20 quid, isn't it?
Yeah, and I think there's a Nathan Broadhead one will be appearing very soon. Copyright by Gov.
The needle.
Not the T-shirt. Brilliant. Beautiful. Love that.
Really good. Get involved.
Right. Get involved.
Press like. If you're watching the show, press like. Come on.
Yeah, every like is a prayer for Town to win tomorrow. So if we don't win tomorrow, it's really your fault.
What do you think, Gov? Now you're going to the game. Let's have your prediction.
For tomorrow?
Yes.
Nervy. Cagey. I think we're going to win.
I don't think it'll be nervy or cagey particularly, because I feel like
that's just me in the stands, Matt.
Oh yeah, I feel like Peterborough on the front foot a little bit. They've got to be. Be a much better game for us than Port Vale at home, I think.
It's going to be a game of fine margin. There's going to be an incident in the first 20 minutes where it's either going to give them life or destroy them. And it's one of those. Football's like that. Football's all for those little moments, and particularly at home, it's either going to really get the crowd behind them.
Who's getting destroyed?
Sorry.
You said there'd be fine margins. Either great, it would be good for them.
So it'll either be a moment in the game where it will really get their backs up, and they'll have the wind at their backs, and they're flying. No, Peterborough as the home side, Because the impetus is on them. That's really, as a home side, it's always on you a little bit to be the aggressor, the front foot, and their own fans want the playoffs as much as we want to go in the top two. There'll be a moment. It'll be a missed opportunity, or a goal, or a card, or a situation where the referee should have given something or not given something. And that's what a game comes down to, that fine margin. Does the crowd then get on the back or lift? I
said when you went to collect your ticket, it's all about, you've got to control that emotion as well. Because there's going to be nearly 4,000 Town fans there. Emotion in the game as well. We do control ourselves. Sam Morsey is an example. He don't really get involved in anything now. He's been, since he was on that
Massimo's influence. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I think sometimes Massimo takes away that Sam doesn't have to do all the tackling and getting stuck in because he's got him alongside him. And I mean, what a signing he's been. We just have to touch on that, Gov. I mean, we did sort of poke fun a little bit, didn't we? When Luongo come in, oh yeah, we signed him. You know, he's injured. He's not played a game this season, had he, Matt?
No, not 90 minutes. Ain't got near it. He's been great. Been really good. Shout out.
I see a lot of Mick George fans about this week, actually. Come to think of it, seeing his name on there.
Who is Mick George?
Skip challenge there at half time when they go and chip a ball in.
Oh, they still do that?
Yeah, I think they do that. And they do that at Cambridge.
Is that his thing? Skips?
Mick George.
8-yarders. He sponsors Cambridge, doesn't he? Mick George?
Yeah.
He does, yeah. Yeah, he sponsors both. It's the Mick George derby, isn't it?
Anyway, shout out to my dad. Everyone knows he's in hospital. I went and visited him today. And just over the way from him, Malcolm. Cambridge United shirt on. Mick George. Come on, Cambridge. Do Town a favour tomorrow. Come on.
Yeah, we'll do you one back. And we'll do you one back in return by beating your nearest rivals. Rob says, gut prediction. He'll be chasing Rich for a Barnes to get at full time.
Yeah, that's probably correct. Yeah.
We need a Gov predict. Okay, tomorrow it is going to be Ipswich Town 3-1 winners, but going behind first.
No, we don't want to go. I can't be dealing with that.
Comeback Kings.
Comeback Kings. I love that.
They're a little bit sweeter than victories. That was the other night. See, we all enjoyed the 6-0 against Charlton. Brilliant, wasn't it? But I enjoyed that probably more.
You celebrated more. Because we did think we were going to win.
How it panned out in the end, you know. You're nervous. It's 80-odd minutes. You're thinking we're not going to score. Here we go again.
Rich, what was the last time you celebrated a goal as much as you did on Tuesday?
That hard.
Yeah. Mine was Priskin against Arsenal.
Chaplin away at Watford was a little bit crazy.
Chaplin, yeah. That's a good one.
Not Chaplin. Yeah, that. But yeah, the other night, you think we're playing Port Vale. We're playing Port Vale in the third tier, and we're going absolutely mental.
Me and Rich queued up together to get into the West End. We were like, are we playing Man City here or Port Vale? It was blooming Rams, wasn't it?
But you've only got to see, if you look at the videos on social media and the North Stand, the way they were celebrating that penalty, you think it shows what it means to us all.
Yeah, it does.
The Charlton third goal I celebrated quite a bit. Our third goal against Charlton.
Well,
that was sort of confirmation for me that we shouldn't then allow them back into the game. But 2-0, I was still, that one. Yeah, I'm not even talking about that one.
I think that's still hanging over us. Even now, right, we beat them 6-0.
We always will do.
Until we get promoted and it's signed and sealed. Like tomorrow, I think, Matt, is you can lay that ghost of Charlton a little bit. If we go to Posh tomorrow and turn them over, that's pushing it a little bit further back in your mind.
For me, that's gone now. But I mean, I know what you mean. You do, because everyone said, it could be a good point at the end of the season. But you do look at the table and go, could have been 2 extra points and we'd be top of the table. But it is what it is. It was nice to get sweet revenge. That's what
did I see in the chat that it's 3-1 to Southampton now?
Oh my God.
Arsenal.
Man City.
Backside's fallen out. They've gone.
3-1. Yeah, it is 3-1 to Southampton as we speak. Yeah, there you go. That's what.
Let's take that to Plymouth tomorrow.
Or just happen to Wednesday
this
in
is
general.
why we all love football, because we're sitting here tonight and we're all predicting and hoping, but nobody knows. Nobody knows what's going to happen.
League leaders leads to a team in the bottom of the table.
That really sort of opens it up at the bottom, doesn't it, as well? That's the thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, probably. Can we please not sing top of the league if we score first tomorrow and we're going top? because we all know what happens. Plymouth will come back and fucking players.
We've only been top of the table recently in like little pockets of matches, haven't we?
For
Like
about 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, it feels good though at the time. I would agree with that.
Right, we're done. With Dusty, we're at 67 likes of 100 target. Hit the like button. Join Matt tomorrow at full time.
Oh, go to Peterborough. Oh,
Live
go
fan
to Peterborough. Clap your hands.
If we win, I'll put the Del Monte hat on if we win.
Good man. I can't clap and click the button at the same time, but I am indeed going to Peterborough. I'll see you all tomorrow. Up and